Hey, how's it going? Hope you guys doing well. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in, Marcus. Hope you've been doing well. I got a brand new air conditioner today, which was very exciting until I realized that I can't use it yet. And then that became less exciting. My current air conditioner is like a one hose type setup. It's one of those portable ones. And the new one is like a dual hose setup. But the main thing is it has a bigger like exhaust thing than the one I have. And so because the only window I have is a balcony door, sliding door that's like floor to ceiling. That's the only window I have. I mean, I have one window, but it opens like out instead of like slides in any direction. So those are not, they don't exist for me. So that's not an option. And because of that, I have to use the sliding door. And yeah, the old one setup doesn't fit the new one. So now I had to buy a new one. And the earliest the stuff for it can arrive is, it said the 23rd. So in a week. So, fuck. Use a styrofoam fork. That is the one thing that I'm not thrilled about this place about, which is just the window situation. Like, I have windows in terms of like windows, but not windows as in openable windows. Because they just say, oh no, they're all against this wall, so we'll just make them all sliding doors to a balcony that I've never used. It's not even a big balcony, but it's there. It is what it is. Anyway, so hopefully next week I'll be able to install it. I guess now I have a bunch of crap on my bed that I need to do something with. I can't even use it. Anyway. A plan for today is to continue with the animation rendering stuff. We have a few left. I know we have the ramming ones left. We have the ramming start, middle, and end animations left. I want to say we have the spit left. Did I actually? I don't think I exported the spit. I just realized. Also, shush you. I don't think I exported the spit. So there's the spit, the ram. The whole drop down animation I don't have, but I don't plan to use it. Probably should still set it up. Okay, hold on. Let me load up the other project real quick before we get started, because apparently there's an animation I didn't export. God damn it. We'll see if we manage to finish them up today. I'm hoping. Other than that, same old stuff. Nothing new. More progress needs to happen. Okay, let's go here. So, right, this is not it. Unless I just modified it. React, teleport backwards. Oh, did I just modify? The roar to be a spit. Maybe I just modified this one to be a spit, actually. Because this one is the butt down. Obviously, it's not going to be this one. Yeah. I guess I just modified... Mm-hmm. Okay. That's fine. We can do that. We can modify that. Let's do that one first, in that case. So, I guess we'll grab the bite. Better? There's better. Scared me there. They will do save as. And yeah, I don't have a spit here. So let's make a new folder. Spit. So basically for this one, right? I need to do the opposite and really just cut it off. Actually, let me see. Cast roar, cast summon. Oh wait, no, I used roar for this, right? Is that what I did? No. Hold on, what did I do? Spit wet. Oh, okay. I used the roar. Yeah, I used the roar, but I just removed a lot of the, like, most of the frames to make it look like it. That's what I did. Okay, okay. Now it's all coming back to me. So let's go back to the spit. So it's going to be this way. So it's going to spit. And then from here till here, we can probably remove. That's the same frame. So, yeah, I think that's better. I think we can work with that. So this is going to be 13. So if we take a look, the only thing is I don't want him going, I guess, all the way up to there. So let's go back here. I don't want this. So let's actually get rid of these instead. It's not as good, right? I guess this is better. Actually, this is before I moved. Hold on. Do more. That back. You know what? Let's just do that. We can always remove the frames inside of Unreal. And thankfully, because we're reusing everything else, we don't need to do anything else here. So let's go ahead and save. Yeah, run this. And we should be good. On a side note, unrelated, but yes, related to my previous thing about the air conditioner. I realized that despite this current location having an air conditioner, I effectively don't use it. Because in the summer, I just always use the window air conditioner. Because the one that is built in is just so shitty. And so that got me thinking. Maybe, when it comes to me looking for a place, maybe I should be looking for no air conditioner. Because it is considerably more expensive with an air conditioner, like a place, compared to without it. And I was curious to see how much more expensive it is with an air conditioner to without it. And for reference, for like a not exact comparison, right? Because obviously there's a lot more variation and stuff. Around the area I live, which is the Vancouver metro area, a 2-bedroom that I was looking at was around $800,000 for about 800 square feet. Ballpark numbers. For $700,000, so $100,000 less, without air conditioners, you can get over 1,000 square feet. In fact, I saw some places that are like 12 to 1,400 square feet for $100,000 less than the air-conditioned units. Which is insane. Why are air-conditioned units that much of a price hike? It is an insane price hike. And the AC sucks. Like I was thinking, like, you know, if it's like not that big of a change, maybe. That's the wrong thing. Maybe I should look into it, but no, it's like a huge change. I'm like, maybe I just need to be actually looking for places like that, because obviously I'm trying to buy, not to rent. Hey, Revolutionary, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. But like, yeah, in the same areas, for $100,000 or less, you can get like 400 more square feet just by not having air conditioning. Obviously, most of those are older, which also has, you know, it's not just a pure one-to-one, right? Because pretty much all new construction these days is being built with air conditioning. But that being said, if you're okay with getting a slightly older place and just like probably buying new appliances and stuff, that's a big difference. And I was thinking, like, I got the second portable air conditioner now. If I get a 2-bedroom place, whenever that ends up happening, and I am able to afford it, I put one in one bedroom, one in the other bedroom, and I'm good. Like, I barely do anything. I wouldn't need much in the living room, and if I ever needed to cool down the living room separately, I can just open the doors, or it's a portable one, so I just move it and cool down the living room. Like if I had like people coming over or something. Otherwise, the bedroom and the computer room are the only things I care about. I was like, maybe I should be looking at those. I mean, right now it's too early to look. I don't even know where my job is going to be in 2 months. But you know, unless some women like to window shop for like clothes and stuff, I'm window shopping places to live. That's what I'm doing. I'm window shopping, to be clear. We don't even know if we will be replaced by AI in 2 months. I mean, here's the thing. You can't plan for it, so plan to not be. Do everything you can to not be, and you're good. Nothing wrong with having dreams. I know. If you have a lot of times, if you have dreams, then you know you can get them crushed. But if you never have any dreams, you have no chance of them being crushed. No. It's funny, like when I were like. I've been saving up for a down payment for a year and a half now. No, I think just over a year now. So it hasn't been that long, right? But I remember like at one point I was like, okay, I want to do 700,000. And then I'm like, well, the places that I like are like, again, all with the AC. Are like 800,000, and then like yeah, but they're not that great. And the place I really would want was like 1 million. I'm like, but can I really afford 1 million? It's a big increase. And here I am now being like, if I just don't want AC, we can go back to 700,000. How about wishes? I mean, it depends what kind of genie you have. If you have a monkey's paw or a genie, that makes a big difference. Because if they're anything like me, those are going to be basically monkey's paw wishes. With the 1 million USD you can get... Oh, I'm not talking USD, by the way. I'm talking Canadian. So not quite as powerful. So a 1 million... Canadian is about 700-ish, 700,000 USD, which is still substantial. But yeah, I'm talking Canadian because I'm in Canada. Also, it's way too hot in Brazil. Sorry. I don't know why I'm sorry. I'm not actually sorry for anything. That's just a fact. I can't deal with heat. I don't like heat. Hence me getting a new air conditioner I can't install. Hey, Elmarath, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. That is why you're so polite. I get it now. What? 1, I'm an asshole. 2, what do you mean you get it now? No one's ever said I'm polite. I'm an asshole. I'm very well aware of myself. I mean, I guess I could be a polite asshole. 57 Fahrenheit where you are? Okay, well, that's not a fair comparison because Brazil is in the southern hemisphere, which means right now it's summer here and winter there. That's not a fair comparison. You're not polite? Good. I'm glad we were in agreement. In my mind, I'm just cursing all of you guys out all the time. Just constantly. Just expletives. I'm sure you could say at this temperature the entire year would be awesome. Yeah, my ideal temperature is like 55 to 65. It's what I grew up with when I was living in Northern California and like the San Francisco area. In the States, that was like always cloudy, which was great. And then just like nice, cool weather. Like cool, but not cold. So it's like, you know, to be fair, the temperature here doesn't get that bad, especially if you compare it to the East Coast. I would not be able to live on the East Coast. They have like actual winters. Look, I like snow, but I don't want to deal with that. There's only so much I like snow. See, now this one's not coming in as a normal. Why did the ones yesterday coming in as normal? Like NB in Nova Scotia? Yes. I don't know what NB is. I don't know where Nova Scotia is. I'm thinking like Toronto, the East Coast major city. Like I'm not gonna tell you I know where all the provinces of Canada are. I don't. Toronto. And what was that? What's the other one? Another big one? I forget. There's another one that if someone said I would remember. Hey, Stone Python, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. No, I was thinking of city. I think that's a province. Also, to this day, I don't understand the difference between a state and a province. There are two different words, but from what I can tell, they're fairly the same from the layman's point of view. Still don't know what the difference is. Pretty much don't care what the difference is either, which is the truth. Okay. States have more independent power. Provinces are more centralized. Eh. Yeah, I don't care about that stuff, so for me, it's the same thing. I guess. I just use it to be able to tell, like, it's in that area. And that's it. Yeah. Bless you. Hey, Elbow, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay, this one's done, so we have bites down. So we have the teleport ones. So I guess we might as well do this, which is this one and just the reverse. And then the only ones we'll have left is the ramming ones. Yeah. Let's do it. Is there? I wonder if there's a way of me. Is there a way of me reversing the order of frames in a sprite? Oh no, that wouldn't work because. I mean, I guess that would just be downright. Nah, it'd be easier just doing Blender. Hey, Math3, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, chance to play the build. It's so good. Well, I'm glad you like it. It's still a long way to go to even early access, like a proper one or a Kickstarter or anything. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you thought about changing the enemy colors to create level scaling, etc., would that be hard with your workflow? I could. I mean, realistically, I'll just hue shift them. Just hue shift, and then like a color tint will do enough, most likely, for variations. Like if I wanted to. This is a boss, so I'm not going to do that with, but maybe because I do have elites and champions. So maybe once I re-render those, because I am planning to, reset them up with the same kind of workflow. Maybe I will. I'm not going to throw that as... I'm not going to throw that out as a definite no, but... not, like, for sure. We'll see. We will definitely see. Okay, what's the so this is curious about the workflow. Seems solid. Hey, if you have questions, feel free to ask. I don't mind. I'm still figuring out a lot of the parts. Oh, but we're gonna need to have like a full like. This one's gonna be a tall one. Because we need. We need to fit this guy in the shot. Okay, well, let's find the widest one first. Let's start with that. Probably this. Can we get away with that? No. Or the 45-degree angle is wider. Okay, so... Oh boy. How tall do we need to make this? 500. 1,000. 1020... 1024? Let's do 1,000. Oh, why does it get thinner here? Why does it get thinner? I want it to be. I want to maintain this as it is. God damn it. Okay. Okay. So that how do I get around this? Not you. I guess I need to adjust. Problem is this is gonna break. Hey Genesis, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Just giving a shout out that you started learning PC through your videos. Incredible stuff. I'm glad I've been able to help. Best of luck learning all this stuff. I kind of feel like saying screw it to this guy. Oh. What I need to happen is okay. Hold on. Let's ask. Let's ask the all-knowing if there's a way around this. In Blender, I have a set width resolution I need to keep, and the camera orthographic. What's it called? Scale. Scale is set for it. If I change the Y resolution, then the preview shrinks, effectively reducing the render size in the width. Or not render size, render area. How do I increase the resolution height without changing where it renders the width? Hopefully that makes sense to it. I just need to adjust the Y and have it keep the X. Camera sensor fit to horizontal instead of auto. Oh, where's that? Camera. Oh, horizontal. Aha! Thank you, AI. Yeah! Where is he? I mean, so if we did these now. Yeah, I think that's fine. He could start with. Do I want him fully in frame? The first one. I feel like I do. I feel like I do. 1300? No. 1200? No, 1150. I feel like it's gonna be like 1160, isn't it? Like a little 60 and a little 70. It's just a little. It's got. Okay. 1155. Okay. So now we get to have this guy fully in here. Oh, but now we need to actually make it wider. Okay. We got there. Yay. We got there in the end. Yay. Let me check the angles. Oh. Now we have to go even wider. Okay. So now we're at 373. This is going to be definitely the tallest one that we've ever done. I don't know about ever done, but it's definitely the tallest one currently. Okay, looking good. Yes, save, yes. Not casting shadows, all is good. I'm kind of curious. Yep, there's the render. Okay. Go render. And I'll do just a save as, flip the frames. And actually, let me, instead of it's just being sprites, sprites forward. And then I'll do a sprites reverse. I imagine this was going to take a... oh, never mind. I thought it was going to take a moment to bring in because it's quite a large image. But I was wrong. Is this from above? I guess I'll call the other one from below, honestly. Or yeah, it's from above reversed. Look at him. Fall, fall, fall. How many frames is this? 12. It's kind of cool. It is kind of cool. Hey Naira, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday. I guess this part's gonna take a bit. I imagine it's a pretty big image. Should be only like about 4K tall, to be fair, so maybe not that big. You export. Okay. How big is the image? About 4.4 by 9.2K. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but the only way we could have less is if we decide to have less dense pixel size. I think it's just this one animation will be this big. I'm tempted to use it as the opening one. Make it so when you aggro the spider or when you get in range, that animation plays, and that's what triggers it. And then, you know, I don't need the reverse. I think I'll still make it. Because that'll still give me the option of using it for combat. There it goes. Okay. We want teleport down. Which one's this? This is going up. So we want land. So this is from above. Wait. There you go. Okay. Okay, there it goes. So that's the current one. Here. And there it is. Yeah, the current one gets is a little cut off. But thankfully the new one's better. And comes from higher up because he's bigger. Remember guys, bigger is better. Always and forever. Anyone that says otherwise is trying to lie to themselves. Bigger is always better. Bigger house. Bigger head. Bigger boss. Bigger is better. Yeah, let's go ahead and reverse this. Let's do a save as, same place. I'm just going to call it reversed. So theoretically, all I need to do is just go here, animation. Oh, I need... it's not snapping to the... Well, first I need to make keyframes on the actual frames. God damn it. And then I'll be able to reverse it. Okay, so we just need to take you, delete. Delete all the bad ones. It's these. Okay, so now come here. Scale in -1. Scooch over. And now we have their opposite. Ta-da! So shit. But this allows us to then replace it down the line without having to... Like if I just played the other one and I told it to be reversed, then it has more of a pain to set up that than just exporting a new one. Save, run. Oh no, we got the same thing in reverse. Yay! So this is from above. Reversed. Okay, great. I love that it crashed. Thank you, program. I much appreciate it. Let's try that again. One more time. There you go. Export. Oh. Maybe looking from the bottom here. Okay, 12 frames. Excellent. Underscore D and underscore D. Export. I wish there was a way of, and this is like, there's no way in hell this is possible, but like, I wish there was a way to like render sprites and then put like a pin on the like, on part of the body or something, and then using that digital pin, tell Unreal that that is the center, so no matter where it is, you know, it would adjust. Unfortunately, that's not a thing, but it would be cool. Right, so instead of having to render this giant, tall thing, I just be like, oh, for this one, the pin is like way down here. And then the only render part of it is this, and then it just says, okay, it's down here is the center. Automatically. Because while I can tell it to move the center of it, I don't think I can put it like completely off of the image. And I would need to do it manually for every frame, and there's no way in hell I'm doing that. I am too lazy. Why does it say importing twice? I'm sure it's fine. I probably haven't been paying attention, and it always says that. Oh yeah, sometime this week should be 5.8 release, right? If I'm not mistaken. Because this week is Unreal Fest week. Although I have been thinking about doing a tutorial on geometry scripting with BCG again. But this time, I want to see if I can do. You know how you would take like a spline and then revolve it in a 3D software to make a vase, a column, whatever it is. I want to do that, and then use another spline for like the shape of an arch, like the actual like silhouette of an arch, and see if I can just use geometry scripting to make those, and then use them inside of the actual graph. Could be cool. The question is really, will I be able to do that quickly? Because the one downside is, I mean, I guess theoretically I should be able to do it all in one go. I'm just thinking, like, should it be like a separate geometry script setup, and then a separate blueprint setup? I mean, PCG setup.
Add break activated. The blueprint is in read-only mode. I'll return to make it worse shortly.
No, that's read-only. We can't modify it now. Gotta wait. UAC. Can't use it. It's 77 in my room again. Save me from this torment. As a friendly bit of advice, make sure your house or your room, at the very least, doesn't face northwest, or maybe even west. Northwest is I think is pretty much the worst one. I feel like. So northwest is the worst, but oof. Summer and northwest, not a good combo. Do not recommend. Do not redeem. Man, it's already halfway through the month. Technically, yeah, second half of the month already today. My goodness. We're almost halfway through the year, guys. Jesus Christ. I'd say time flies when you're having fun. But let's be realistic with ourselves. Time flies regardless. In the moment, it might not seem that way, but you're always on a plane. A high-speed one. Towards hell! Some people say it's a highway to hell, but no, it's just a plane. Yeah. Cool. So now the only one left is the ramming ones. So we need to take the ramming animation and split it into 3. So let us do that. So let's do bring you in, scale you up, to get rid of you, save. Okay, so now do full RAM anim here, so don't forget. I just modified that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is run you, transfer you, and now we have you. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring this camera back to the ground. I didn't mean to move the... I thought I was pressing a right click. How did I even move the cursor? How did I even do that? Cursor to grid. Cursor to world origin. I'm clicking. Okay. I don't know. So, if we take a look now. So the height, we can probably still go down a little bit. And then here, we can also shrink a little bit. Do that. Maybe like 170. Oh, wow. That is actually interesting. And the back actually goes out more because of how the pivot is set up on this guy. Oh. Let's calculate it. 180. There you go. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the widest areas because it's going straight. So I can't imagine the angled ones going further. Definitely not the front. Oh. Ah. I didn't realize he was raising his hand so much. Never mind. This is why you check the full thing. Oh, even more. That's definitely why you check the whole thing. Okay, that's the whole one. Okay. So that's the full anim. So now we need to split it up into 3 different ones. So let's just do a save as RAM start. RAM attack. And RAM end. And I guess it makes sense to start with the start. Okay, so for the start, I guess I need to figure out where's the loop on the run. That's what I need to figure out, actually. $10 and $20? No. 11. It's not quite a loop, but I feel like it's close enough where the next frame will feel like it is correct regardless. So we can do 1 to 10 or 1 to 9 and then 10 10 to 20 would be a loop, and then we can just do the end. Because when he stops, you're not able to tell. And he'll be on a random spot at that point anyway. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Output till 9. So we go 10 forward. You know what? Maybe we'll include 10. So this is start. Then we have the attack one. So we'll do 11 to 20. Oops. Wrong place. 11 to 20. There you go. I think that loops just fine. Attack. Oh, I just realized that the cropping of these will be different. Like, I don't need to go as high for these guys. Yeah, I don't need to go as high for these guys. So we can go like 60, maybe even. Less? 155? Right? Because it doesn't reach up. Now it still needs the same width. Actually, it might not, right? Right? It doesn't even need the same width because the part that was the widest was not this. So yeah, we can even shrink that. I just realized. Oh. Need to rerun you. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's better. So let's save this. Is that what it looks like from the... It looks so weird. It looks so weird. Actually, from the front. Like, I get it. But man, it looks weird. Okay, let's render these. We'll need to re-render these ones with just if the attack one. Or for the start one, though. Oh, also, shadow off. God damn it, I didn't do that. Save. Render again. You shadow off. I hope I didn't miss that on any of the other ones. Start. Shadow off. Yeah, we can definitely make it shorter. Height-wise. That. Yeah, something like this. And we can go a little bit more in. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah. Shadows off. Okay, let's re-render this. And then we just do the end one, and then we put it all together and bring it to Unreal. Save. And then we need the end. Shadow off. Good. So for the end, right, we need to start with this one. So the first one's 26. And the last one is 34. I think that's all. Shadows off. Everything set. Go. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and generate all these. Yo. Alright. What's on, bud? So this is RAM start. It looks so silly. This is a RAM attack. And last one. Uh, 60 to 20. This is RAM end. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Ace break time. This is 10 frames. Yeah, it's 10 frames. I love 10 frames. Because then it's easy to select. Export. I'll do all three of these in one go, and then I'll bring them all in one go. Or, well, one at a time, but you know what I mean. This one's good. Attack. Yes, excellent. I love that it looped at 10 frames. I love it. Unfortunately, the last one won't be as lucky, but you know, 2 out of 3 is really good. It's not even not bad. That's just really good. They didn't need to make it loop effectively on 10 frames, but they did, and I appreciate them for it, even though it wasn't intentional for specifically this purpose. But we can pretend. Okay, and the end on. There you are. What is this, 8 or 9? 9. Boink. Last one. I hate the how the selection thing is here. It highlights. It effectively highlights part of the letter, and I want it to be the thinnest pixel that's very obviously in between. It's so hard to tell. Anyway, got them all. It's like a Pokemon. Yeah, so we need ram start, ram attack, and ram end. Well, I have ram end already open, so let's do that. I don't know why, but I'm feeling really sleepy. I mean, I kind of know why. It's because I wanted to sleep a bit late. But I don't like it. You should not have this feeling. I disagree with this feeling. Okay, that one's good. Sure, let's do the attack one. And then we'll have one final one. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. Oh, see, this one got turned to a normal map. Why did this one just... Is it the size? Maybe it's the size. Like a certain resolution, above a certain resolution, maybe it just doesn't get converted to a normal map, but when it's a really small image, it does. It's my only guess. Here, let's do ram end, ram attack, ram start. So the attack. And we're ending on start. Which is kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know. It is not. It's below 4K. No idea. I don't know the intricacies of how Unreal works under the hood enough to even begin to assume. Okay, guys, this is the final one. We're swapping out the final ones before this guy right here, is going bye-bye as we swap him out for this guy. There he goes. H1, each rotation of the 8 directions just going bye-bye. You know? And one day this guy too will get an upgrade again. He'll go bye-bye, but until then, say goodbye to the old spider version. That's it. All animations rendered, updated to the new design. Okay. So that means we can start working on the AI. Okay. But as cool as this guy is, do I wait for stuff to load? Yoo-hoo. The AI is okay, but it really needs a swap to the new system. The new modular system. The attacks need to do different things now, right? And all that good stuff. So, but, you know, at least we can already, like, see him in action. I like it. I like it. Okay. Let me turn off the attack trace. Actually, we're probably gonna need the attack trace. Let me open up the spreadsheet. So, here are the attacks we have. Left arm is a basic attack. Right arm is basic attack plus small spawns a small puddle, poison puddle. If it's both arms, then it does a ground slam, which is just a big wide attack. A regular bite. A bite does poison damage to you instead of leaving poison on the ground. Butt down leaves a slows web zone. Then we have a spit, which lobs a poison puddle projectile. So you'll get hit and potentially get poison on the ground. And ramming is just a chain ramming attack. But basically, I'm thinking none of the poison puddles or whatever it is should go away. They should stay there permanently until the fight is over. So that way you have to adjust positioning if you don't want to continue the fight just inside of poison. The arena is huge, right? The arena is absolutely massive. Probably way too big. Right, this. You can fight all over this place. You can fit so much car here. Right, there he is. So I feel like him spawning anything on the ground is not a big deal. You have so much room to work with here. It looks kind of cool. I do like how he I feel like he fits into this environment, which is great. Like color-wise. Okay. Shall we start reworking him? I mean, I guess we could always just also test him out here, but yeah, let's go back to our testing level. Okay. So, if we go to the AI bosses, it's not giant spider, it's great spider, right? Yeah, it's a great spider, not giant spider. Also, I should smooth this. State trees. Okay. So we have this mess, and what I probably need to do is just throw away most of this mess. Let me just do Great Spider old, and instead grab an enemy that we can just use instead for now as the base. In terms of an enemy that is quick, I think we can maybe use the Gruntling. Which currently does, very, very basic stuff, but basic move to player and small jumps to player. But let's just swap it here and then see where we go. So okay, so a couple of things we need to do apparently. So what did we have before that he's no longer even acknowledging me? Hmm? Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. Move around spot. Chase. Huh? Oh. Go to your actual level. Yeah. What's up? What's going on? Is it starting the AI logic? Okay, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. No. Why is it false? Well, it's doing this. Is there any Unreal questions you can ask the devs for me? Yeah. I want to know if we'll be able to have Z up like we've had forever as an option whenever they decide to change it to Y up. For those of us that like Z up, can we keep it as Z up? I want to know. For decades, Unreal has had, right since the beginning, Z up. Some of us use Blender as well, that is also Z up. I want to keep Z up. I don't care if they swap X and Y, if they wanted to, like, but I want to have, yeah. Unreal 6, they said they wanted to do Y up. I use Blender, which is also Z up. Yeah, X and Y are flipped, but it's still Z up. I prefer Z up. I want to know if that's going to be an option. For those of us that want to keep it as it has been forever. For whenever Unreal 6 comes out. What's this print? Yeah, it does. So what's going on? Why is it on the list of things that I didn't think I would have an issue with? This is one of them. So out of curiosity, if I plugged in the old one, we'd be fine? No. What? Okay, so what's going on? It's... First of all, why is it trying to use this trash version? That doesn't really matter. You think they would allow you to have the option to keep it right? Or there be... Look, I don't know. That's why I want to know. I don't have the answer to the question, hence I want to know the answer to the question. If they allow you to just customize whichever axis you want forward, that would be ideal. I don't know why they can't just do that at that point. But I don't like the idea of forcing people that have used a certain axis for decades to just choose it to have a different axis for the same software, effectively. Like that's a personal thing. I use everything Z up, so I prefer it. Like I know some people want Y up, but I need to on begin play. Or set op type. Let's do this real quick. I don't think this has any effect on anything. Why the hell is it just not working? Huh? What's so special about this tree? Or I guess what's so special about the old tree? That yeah, it works on the old tree. What blasphemy? What blasphemy? After damage taken. Start boss logic. Why is the state tree stopped running? Oh, I know why. Because I'm an idiot. Here. I have to swap that. Did I say I want to? I was feeling sleepy. Can I use that excuse? Can I please use that excuse? Obviously, the AI for this is not correct. But it's funny. It's definitely funny. Okay. At least we got it working, right? I should remove the multiple small jumps. Just do a jump to player, and then this dash needs to be considerably bigger. Dash distance 800. Yeah, wait, and then this just needs to clear. Oh, the clear doesn't delete it. Delete. Is that? We did the double attack. Is that the right? I need him to do a jump. I think the jump probably needs to be controlled here. Time to target. Yeah, let's make that like I don't know, half a second. Location offset 0. Because we're just going 2. Turn off no jump on him. Can you do the jump for me, please? Why'd you go into idle? You're not in idle. Why don't you just raise one arm and then do the double when you... Wait, what's going on with that? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, let's adjust these positions. $17, and sure, that's fine. Let's adjust you. And you. So, pause here. Attack. Oh, here. Yeah, so that should be better for those attacks. There we go. Now it makes a little more sense. I need to take a look at the timing of the jump that we had before. I know it's using a slightly different system, I believe, but nevertheless, dash distance 1,000. I need to only do this when I'm a bit further away. So the chase range is 500. I feel like I need to increase the range. Idle range. Basically no idle range. This should be like 1,000. That's better for that attack. The other thing is I need to, I think, offset the target location by, let's say, 300 maybe? Basically, I don't want to land on the player. I didn't like... So if idle range is less, it'll enter here and then it just does random. Let's do random weighted by utility. Move to player. Weight will be 1. Jump to player. Weight will be, I don't know, like 0.3. Because I like the jump. I didn't want to have it as much. Did he just jump off the freaking map? Fucking him. If I want to make it a little bit, I mean, that was a good jump. What if I made it a little bit faster? 0.35. Oh, location relative offset to player. Whoops, that's the one. That was important to do. Okay. Hey, T-Man, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. How you doing? How was your stream? Welcome in, Morning Joe. Welcome, welcome, guys. Hope you're doing well. What you working on? We just finished the rendering the sprites and all that for the boss, and now we're working on reworking the AI. Reworking the AI. Hello, Carlson Oftor? Or Oftoir? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, guys. Here, I'll show for you guys. So, this is not the boss room. Here, I'll show a little bit of the game. This is the actual like environment. So this is where actually he belongs. Looks a little bit better here. But you know, easier to do the testing of the AI not here. I don't like his jump. Carlson's software. Carlson's Oh, software. Oh, okay. See, this is what happens when you don't put capitalizations in your username. You just have to guess. You almost thought it was Carl's. Yeah, so,
Break activated. The blueprint is in read-only mode. I return
There's
to
no-
make it worse shortly.
there's no way to know. You were not able to do it when you made the account? You're not allowed to do it? Why not? Blame Twitch? I mean, that's a safe thing to do. That's very safe to do. I know I shouldn't be doing things during ads, but no. Real quick. I think you guys got a Discord notification. I want to check that out. Oh, there it is. Enjoy dinner. Hopefully it's tasty. Have a good night, Carl, son of war, of Twar. I mean, you read it right, Leo, so welcome in. You read it right. That is what he said it's supposed to be. So I guess some people are smart enough to understand it. It could also be Carl's son software. Because his name's Carl and it's his son's software. Yeah. Son of Carl. And software is the name. Carl's son is named Software. Right, you would say like my son Steve. Have a good night, Carl. Carl says a common last name in Sweden. They playing with the names and hobbies. No, like it's all good. We go Viking and say software girls. God damn it. What? God damn what? It's fine. You need to like down. Oh, there we go. That's all. I'm just messing with the color here of this. Yeah, I feel You shouldn't have predicted that. We defeat Vikings. Vikings are awesome. They have dragons, so be careful. I would say that's an old reference, but I'm pretty sure they made a lot of movies since then of How to Train Your Dragon. I've only ever seen the original, but I'm pretty sure there was a second one, and if not a third one. I've only ever seen the first. It was a good movie. Hey, Carvel, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Shamans are cool too. I mean, it's cool as Vikings, though. And wizards. I mean... the spells wizards cast are cool, but are the wizards cool themselves? I'm pretty sure no. Because they are the definition of a nerd. Nerds aren't cool. Vikings, though. Liches and Death Knights. Those Death Knights are cool. Liches, a little less. Death Knights are usually my favorite classes. I love Death Knights. When I played Pathfinder, Kingmaker, and the other Pathfinder game by Owlcat, I always made myself effectively a Death Knight. I forget what the class is called. You have to be a sorcerer. You can go sorcerer's warrior, sorcerer's fighter. I don't remember. And you can become an Eldritch Knight. It's an Eldritch Knight. And then you just stack defensive power-ups, and you become a melee sorcerer, and it's so awesome. I love those games. So much fun. Okay, back to this stuff. Time to target, gravity override, no. Delay. Let's do like delay 0.4, 0.3, and a 0.1 variance. I haven't moved to player. Which is fine. In the combat group. Around spot. Around point, radius 500. I feel like we could go like our bigger radius. 700. I'm gonna turn off the basic attack for now because I just want to see the movement. I want to focus on the movement. Why is he running away? There you go. I feel like he needs to go faster. I feel like his movement should be faster. Set movement speed, combat. Uh, 750. I like it when he moves quickly. How do you move away? Also, he hasn't jumped. Something's up. Something is up. Okay, now I did 0.3, but that should still trigger at some point. And then the move to player. Start on movement speed chase, move to player. Oh, this is like right, this is like a broken system at this point. Oh, because none of these complete. Right. So this is move for like 2.5 seconds. Duration of a wait 0.4 0.35. Is it because the chase range is I made it 1,000? Is that why? I'm changing the chase range to 500. Oh, yeah, that was why. That's a lot better. Yeah, the chase range was just too big. Okay. Why is he now moving around? Let me re-enable this. Combat group, try... Oh, because try select an order. Yeah, let's do try select an order. There you go. Let's move this in. You're not moving around current location. Why aren't you moving around current location? Focus target, yeah. Set actual location. Yeah. And then move around point. Radius 700. Let's say radius 1,000. I should. And uncompleted. Yeah, and this has a 2. Oh, okay, there we go. Now you're moving. Okay, you're moving a little too far out. But so why didn't you want to do it before? Put it back to like 700 or like 600. Xvilla radius. I'll drop this to like 100. You are fine. So why does he just stop for so long? Yeah, wait. Did I? 0.3, 0.35, 0.75. I mean, even 0.75. I mean, maybe that is too long. 0.5. Maybe that's the one. Because these are quick. I want them like moving around. Why is he like going in that corner? Jesus Christ. Let me try reducing the close range or the chase range. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I want to increase maybe the speed the spider moves, but decrease how often it moves. Because thinking about it from the point of view of hitting him moving so much would be a pain in the ass. So, you... So, with that in mind, combat, what if I just crank it up to like 1,000? And then after moving, we'll say 1 second. After the move to player on the chase, that's a different story. When we're chasing, that's different. But in combat, so you're close enough for combat, I think that's different. So let's just take a look. Why isn't he going towards the player? Is it because... No, he's not doing this. Move to player. I'm not understanding. Why he doesn't come to me. And when he does... Right? Like, what is he doing? Okay, now he's coming to me. Okay, so now he's in combat range, theoretically. That is way over a second. If we're closer than, if the distance is closer than close chase range, let's say 700. Then I want to do move around spot. Get actual location, move around point. The actual location is wait. Is not set? Wait, what? That doesn't seem right. I feel like something didn't get copied. Why did something not get copied? No, yours is also the same. Wait, what? I'll move around current location. Well, that. Unless this is an offset? No. It just gets actual location. Wait, what? Get actual location outputs a location. Oh, I guess this is out. Okay. So this just moves around. Yeah, currents. Okay, okay. No, this is right. But this is for combat. Now, so this is all correct. But then the... I need a print string of that distance. That's what I need to do. I think my problem again is the freaking distance, isn't it? Why are we still at 200? And why hasn't it not updating? So even though he's so far away, it's not updating. Okay, well, I guess for him, for the boss specifically, it should be just distance. Layer. Not pathfinding distance. Because it's a flat area. So I'll start with that. That'll hopefully help. And that does. A lot. Yeah, I don't like what's going on there. Is that because of this that I enabled? Or not? No. Okay, but now we have that working. Let's change the chase range to be 1,000. So we'll go into combat once within 1,000. Why is he trying to jump? Let me print this one. So this is 900. Why is it no longer printing? Oh, it's because he hasn't moved over 200. So I had a check that said, "Hey, has he moved over 200?" But I just realized that it doesn't also account for the target moving. So this is not a good check. Unless I store both. Which I could do. Get actor location. Old stored player location. Yes. And then check if the distance between I guess I don't need the old location. I just need to know the current distance to the player it really is changing. So instead of this, yeah, we'll just use the player location. Compared to our current location. And that is bigger than we do this. That's better. Also, if I just realized this is greater, or this needs to be greater or less than minimum hold on a second. If the distance is to the player is greater than 200, so we're not near the player. I feel like I'm just gonna do this for now. I'm gonna detach this. we're fine on the CPU anyway. Why is he not doing anything? Okay, there he goes. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That seemed good. And he kind of chases you. And when he gets close, he stops moving as much, especially when he's in combat range. I want him to move more distance, potentially. Faster. So let's try in combat range. The distance around self will be like 1,500. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. That feels better. I like him moving a lot more. Even though the distance is he might like move way out of range. Maybe 1,500 a little. To 1,000. Okay. I think it's okay. I don't like this angle, but that's a different story. Okay, let's try that. And then let's put the basic attack back up here. So now we can see it with the attacks. That was pretty good. We need to move the little circle thing because he's now obviously a bigger enemy, and the target circle is needs to be adjusted a little bit. Yeah, now it feels a little more aggro. If anything, I can now reduce the time or increase the delays and stuff. Let's do 0.5. 5.1. Here. Move around location, I feel like could use like a 1.5 here. I want him to feel very quick and then pause. Very quick and then pause. You? You? I'm in there. He's extremely easy to dodge, as you can tell. I don't know how to, I mean, having him spawn things on the ground will make it a little more challenging, but maybe the problem is the wind-up is too long. That's probably the problem. I think the wind-up is way too long. Hold delay, let's do 0.3, 0.5? I think that's the big problem. It's just too big of a delay. That's better. I'd almost go even faster. Because I feel like him jumping to you should be sign enough, honestly, that he's about to attack. Should we go even faster? Let's try faster. 0.2 to 0.3. And then this, we can remove you. Delete you. Actually, let's... When he does the attack, I want him to... Wait. Like... A little bit. We'll obviously adjust or set up the actual like abilities on that. We're trying to get just the general feel with just basic attacks first, because that's going to be like mostly a phase 1 thing, where he's, you know, it's not going to be a long phase, but I almost want to get rid of like almost all of the hold. For some of them, it's fine. Like for that one, I feel like it was fine. Because of how long the animations are on him, I'm gonna do 0.1 to like 0.15. Just a very short delay. Or hold of that attack. Yeah, that feels better. And the animation itself has enough of a wind-up that I don't think I need more. If anything, can we just go with 0? Or would that have issues? I don't remember if I have a... something for that. Also, we need to have him go jump further. So... attack range, instead of 1200, let's do 1700. That's gonna be a lot, but let's just try it. Oh, I guess while we're here, let's adjust you. So you're 192, so minus 182, I believe. And then just move this a little bit forward. That might be a little bit too much, but we'll see. Well, that's okay. Like for him, that I feel like it's okay. I've made him jump way too far forward. Although I say that, but maybe not. Maybe not. The speed at which he moves forward feels a lot better, and the distance then makes more sense too. Then you had to modify your camera container to support any room shape. Did you remember a technique for making hitbox accurate weapons? Same technique working before. Modify the camera container to support any room shape. What do you mean? What do you mean camera container, and what do you mean support shape? I don't know what a camera container is. I know what a camera is, but I don't know what a camera container is. He's still extremely easy to dodge. But I guess like dodging, just dodging is easy. Dodging and attacking is a different story, I imagine. But yeah, if I continue moving around, he's just never going to hit me. The way how mechanics work is whenever the player enters a room, they can switch between any camera within that room. Just need a way to define the room bounds. Thus, the camera container bounds is what you're calling it. Uh-huh. He just fell off. Goodbye. Are they, I mean, do you have like really weird shaped rooms? Because if you're using just like, you're defining them through effectively boxes, you just use several box collisions. Regular box collision works, but you're adding functionality to support multiple boxes, and spheres just, okay, yeah, that's what I'm, yeah, that's all I was just gonna say. Somewhere on, and yeah, you just have a support for multiple. Yeah, you just, that's like how I have the ground stuff, basically. It adds one to, when you get into one, it adds one to its counter. If you enter another one without leaving the first, right, you're at 2. You leave one of them, you're back to 1. So until you're at 0, you're in that area. You're still being affected by whatever it is. So I imagine the same principle for you. You just go inside the those box collisions that are being managed by something. And yeah, as long as you are at least in one of them, you'll have at least one in the number. Basically, use an empty primitive component array. On construction, it gets all primitive components of the container and binds it to the overlap event. Why are you doing it at runtime? Isn't your thing like preset locations? Because you're not doing procedurally generated. Why don't you just assign them? Instead of getting all the primitive components of the container or whatever it is, just make basically assigns them, but you can't directly add them to a primitive component array. Well, you can just like on anything, like let's say on this ground, you can just click add and just add a box collision. and I just place this wherever I want. And if I want to, I can add another one. I can place this one wherever I want. And then all I need to do is, in the graph, just get all components of get all components and go off of that. That's what you're doing? Okay, got it. Look, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Maybe it's time for me to just call it a night. Just grabbing all those during construction script. Got it. Yeah, okay. It is. Tomorrow, animations are done. So yay, right? Animations are done. We can focus on AI tomorrow. We just need to... I think the movement is around where I feel like it should be. There might be some other stuff we can do if we can think of them. But at least at the base level, we can. That's okay. And then we can work on setting up the attacks to do whatever we need. Yep. I don't remember. Do I even have a way for melee attacks to spawn what I need? I think so. I think I have a way of doing it. I don't remember. You were too late to watch the one, yeah. I'm heading off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.